रारारर सुरापान शालिने वनमालिने महाभाव स्वरूपास्त्वं कृष्ण प्रिय वरीयसे हेमवती प्रदे देवी श्री राधिका त्वं नमोस्तुते। विद्या सपत्न्या उदिता पत्रिवन्तिराज्ञो बालोऽपि सन् उपगस्तपसे वनानि तस्माद् अदा ध्रुवगतिं गृणते प्रसन्नो दिव्यास्तुवन्ति मणयो यद उपर्अधास्तात् विद्या सपत्न्या उदिता प्रतिभिरन्तिराज्ञो बालोऽपि सन् उपगतपस्ते वनानि तस्माद् ध्रुवगतिं गृणते प्रसन्नो दिव्यास्तुवन्ति मुनयो यदुपर्यधास्तात् विद्या सपत्न्या उदित पत्रिभिरन्तिराज्ञो बालोऽपि सन् उपगतस्तपस्वनानि तस्माद् ध्रुवगतिं गृणते प्रसन्नो दिव्यास्तुवन्ति मुनयो यद् उपर्यधास्तात् Vidya sapatnya udita pratibhir antiradnyo balopi san upagatas tapaspe vana tasma adadat dhruvagatim granante prasanno divya sunvanti yad upari adhasa. Being insulted by sharp words spoken by the co-wife of the king, even in his presence, Prince Dhruva, thou only a boy, took to severe penances in forest. And the Lord, being satisfied by his prayer, awarded him the Dhruva planet, which is worshipped by great sages, both upward and downward. When he was only 5 years old, Prince Dhruva, a great devotee and the son of Maharaj Uttanpad, was sitting on the lap of his father. His stepmother did not like the king patting her stepson, so she dragged him out, saying that he could not claim to sit on the lap of king because he was not born out of her womb. The little boy felt insulted by this act of his stepmother. Nor did his father make any protest, for this act, for he was too attached to his second wife. After this incident, Prince Dhruva went to his own mother and complained. His real mother also could not take any step against his insulting behavior. And so she wept. from his mother how he could sit on the royal throne of his father. And the poor queen replied, that only the Lord could help him. The boy inquired where the Lord could be seen. And the queen replied that it is said that the Lord is sometimes seen by great sages in the dense forest. The child prince decided to go into the forest to perform severe penances in order to objective. Dhruva performed a stringent type of a penance instruction of his spiritual master, Sri Narada Muni, who was deputed for this purpose of Godhead. Prince Dhruva was initiated by a Narad into chanting the hymn composed of 18 letters, namely Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And Lord Vasudeva incarnated himself as a Prashni-garbha, the personality of a Godhead with 4 hands, and awarded the prince a specific planet above all the 7 stars. Prince Dhruva, after achieving success in his undertaking, saw the Lord face to face, and he was satisfied that all his needs are fulfilled. The planet awarded to Prince Dhruva is a fixed Vaikuntha planet installed in the material atmosphere by the will of the Supreme Lord. Vasudeva, this planet, although within the material world, will not be annihilated at the time of devotees, but will remain fixed in its place. And because it is a Vaikuntha planet, never to be annihilated, it is worshipped even by the denizens of 7 stars situated below Dhruva planet, and as well as by the planets which are even above the Dhruva planet. Maharshi Bhrugu's planet is situated above the Dhruva's planet. So the Lord incarnated himself as a Prashni-garbha just to satisfy a pure devotee of the Lord. And Prince Dhruva achieved this perfection simply by chanting the hymns mentioned above. After being initiated by another pure devotee, Narada, a serious personality can thus achieve the highest perfection of meeting the Lord and attain his objective simply by being guided by a pure devotee, who automatically approaches by dint of one serious determination to meet the Lord by all means. The description of Prince Dhruva's activities can be read in detail in the 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Ajnanatirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Adadanasya Dranam Danderidam Yaja Punah Punah Srimad Rupadambojau Tulisyam Mama Janmani Ananda Leela Maya Vigrahaya Hemangadivyā Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasaptaraya Shri Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. In this verse, the incarnation of Lord as a Prashni-garbha has explained, and why he was appeared in this material world. just to satisfy his own devotee Dhruva, Lord has appeared in this material world as a Purushni Garbha. The name Dhruva itself indicates the determination. To have a determination to perform devotional service, it's not either that you will get it or 40 or 30. That can come at the age of 5 even. But what you need for that is sincerity of the heart. And as explained by the Lord that there are 4 kinds of people, they come and take shelter of His lotus feet. Arto, Artati, Chikyasu and Jnani. Among them, first two personalities, Artha and Artati, shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord for some personal motivation. They are motivated with something, and to achieve that, they take shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. And as explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Akamo sarvakamo va mokshakamo dharari. Tivrena bhakti yogena yajet purushapad. Whether you have a desire to enjoy or whether you have desire to renounce everything. It is explained that Tivrena bhakti yogena yajet purushaha param. Tivrena means with a lot of intensity. You should worship their Lordship. You should worship their Lordship for the result. Desire or no desire. What happens because of that? Your heart will get purified. That's very important. Otherwise, it's really tough to survive in this material world and continue with our material activity. If somebody wants to get rid of this material existence, yena kena prakarena mana Krishna niveshaya. Somehow or other one should engage his mind to serve their Lordship. And here we see that when Dhruva had a strong desire to attain the throne, and being a son of a Kshatriya, he had a great honor for himself. And he can't tolerate that insult what his stepmother has done. And that at the age of 5. Can you imagine what understanding that 5 years boy has? Dhruva felt so insulted that he said, what to speak of this throne? I wanted to get that place which is far better than the place of my great-grandfather Brahma. And he went to his mother and he said, tell me, mother, how I can achieve that? Who can help me out for this? And she said, only Lord can help you out. He said, where I can see the Lord? And she said, I have heard from people that the great sages who stays in inner part of the forest, they can see the Lord. So you go to them. Can you imagine a mother is giving advice to her 5-year-old son to go to forest and meditate on the Lord? What a courage she must be having in her heart. Nowadays, if someone goes to temple even, their mothers get scared. Oh, my son will go. Huh? I will lose him. If he gets married and goes away with his wife, they don't have any problem. But if that person lives his life, material life, and takes shelter at the temple and dedicate his life for the Lord's service, they have a great problem. I don't know why, but people have such a tremendous attachment for the sense gratification. And here, Suniti, mother of Dhruva, she is advising his son, go to the forest and pray to their Lordship. He will only can provide. And with a great determination, he went to the forest. And who met him there? Narada Muni. And Prabhupada says here, who was specifically deputed by the Lord. For which purpose? To guide the souls who are really sincere in their endeavor to achieve the Supreme Personality of a God. Either Narada Muni directly or through his representative, he will help you out to achieve your goal, attaining the Supreme Personality of a God. That's why Prabhupada said, it's very difficult in this age of Kali to maintain our sadhana, because this age of a Kali is sarva sadhana badaka. Whatever process you may undertake to achieve the Supreme Personality of a Godhead, it will create impediments, obstacles. That's the symptom of this age of Kali. But still, if you have a sincere desire, by seeing that sincere desire, Lord, He has depicted so many personalities who can come and help you out. And especially as per the Padma Puran, Bhagavad Mahatmya, in the age of Akali, Narad Muni has taken a vow that he will go to each door and he will introduce devotion to all the living entities. And that's what we are seeing it now. Otherwise, just consider at the farthest end of this Western world, how we are able to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. 50 years back or maybe 100 years back, no one would have thought that people in the Western world will be discussing Srimad Bhagavatam. It was far beyond the conception that these people can take interest to read about Bhagavad Gita, to read about Bhagavatam, to think and discuss about Lord's pastimes. Can you imagine? But the representative of Devashi Narad, like Sachananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur, they got a desire in their heart. And that time they said, okay, one day will come and all these people from all over the world, they will come and they will chant the holy name of Lord. Bhakti Siddhanta Swami Thakur said that the Western people, they will learn Bengali to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. And that's what's happening. The Lord's pastimes, which are written in the Bengali language, they are so wonderful. They are so sweet. To understand that sweetness, people are learning that language. So if you have a sincere and serious desire, the Lord will facilitate you, by which you can render devotional service to Him. And that we can see in matter of Dhruva also. Dhruva, with an intense desire to get something materially, he went and he wanted to perform austerities. Devarshi Narad came. And he gave him this Ashtakshara mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And with the sincere heart and the process that his spiritual master has introduced to him, he followed perfectly. And by that performance, within a 6 months, Lord Krishnigarbha was forced by the austerities performed by Dhruva Maharaj to appear in front of him. He came and stood in front of Dhruva, but Dhruva was not ready to see him because his mind was totally focused on the 400 form, what he was seeing in his heart. For a minute, Lord just disappeared as a Paramatma. And Dhruva got shocked and he opened eyes and he saw that the same Lordship on whom he was meditating is standing in front of him. And when he saw him, he was like, ah. He was not able to say anything. He was not able to express anything. He was totally wonderstruck. And the Lord asked him, okay, Dhruva, offer me prayers. Dhruva Maharaj said, how is it possible for me to offer? I don't have that much intelligence to fathom about your qualities, to glorify you. It's beyond my capacity. And Lord got pleased with him. He said, okay. And then he touched Dhruva's forehead with Lord's conscience, Panchajanya. That's why before doing any worship, when we worship Panchajanya, the conscience, considering it as a Panchajanya, because it represents knowledge, devotion, and Vairagya. By the blessings of this Shankha, one can able to understand the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. And in Lord Ramachandra's pastime, that Shankha appeared as a Bharat Maharaj. Bharat, he represents Jnana, Vairagya, and the knowledge which is essential to develop your devotional service. And by just the slight touch of that conscience, wonderful prayers to their heart. And when Lord got pleased with their prayers, the last one, what he offered as per the Hari Subodhaya. There it is explained. He prayed that Sthanavilashi tapasi stitoham Tvam praptavan demo munindra guhya Kanchan vichindvam api divya ratnam Swamin krutartho asmi varam nayacha. Oh my Lord, I was hankering for the place, the highest place in this material world. But what I got it? Tvam praptavan deva munindra guhya. Now I have achieved you. I have attained you. Who is very rare, for whom Devas and Munis, Munindras, amongst the topmost Munis and Devatas, it is difficult for them to have your audience. Because whenever they are into trouble, they go to Brahmaloka. Brahmaji goes to shore of Shirodak Sagar. He sits there in a rapt meditation and he is also able to hear the sound of their Lordship. So he was not even have a face-to-face interaction with the Lord. He is not able to do that. But he said, by your mercy, I was blessed with your direct darshan, face-to-face. Tvam praptavan deva munindra guhyam. Swamin krutartha asmi. Oh my Lord, I am kritartha. Kritartha means satisfied. Varam na yachet. I don't want anything now. Neither that place, nor this, nor that. I am content by seeing. That is the consciousness of a devotee. Once they are blessed with the knowledge which is essential for rendering devotional service, their heart is satisfied. They never hanker and lament for anything. And that's what Lord says in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the concluding verses where he explains about the qualities of devotees. Na shochati na kankshati, who never laments and never desires. But Lord said, so you perform these austerities to ask something from me. So now you have to take it. He said, I don't want. When Lord appeared in front of Priyavrat Maharaj also said same thing. I don't want. Till Brahmaji said, no, you have to be king of this material world. You have to take the lordship and you should rule this kingdom. You see, all the great personalities, they denied for the responsibility. They said, I'm not qualified. It's not superficially, from bottom of their heart. Because they were considered themselves so low that they are not capable. Because whatever responsibility they were thinking of getting there, they were thinking that is given by the Lord, and I'm not qualified to take it from the Lord. The Lord said, okay, you take it. And what he gave him? Dhruvaloka, which is fixed Vaikuntha. It's a Vaikuntha planet, placed in the material world. During the devastation of this material creation, everything gets destroyed, but it never gets affected. It remains same like that. And it is governed by the Vaikuntha administration only. It's too easy to understand, like in US, if they have an Indian consulate, that runs as per the administration of Indian government, not as per the American. Because that is the representation of that country, so that works according to their rules and regulations. That is their territory and they work there. Same way the American consulate, if it is there in India, all the area around that and that particular premises, all rules of American government, therefore, are there. So same way, this Dhruvaloka is like a embassy of the Vaikuntha planets. So it never gets affected by, and it is worshipable for the great rishis and devatas who stay upari and adha, on top and below of that Dhruvaloka. And Prabhupada says here, there is one planet which is above the Dhruvaloka. That's the planet of Bhrigu Rishi, who is one of the progenitors, Prajapatis. But he also worshipped Dhruvaloka because it is considered as a Vaikuntha. So, by the Lord's grace and performance of our sincere devotion, you can attain that place which can't be fathomed by any living entity in this material. See, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they were trying to possess all the things which are going to get destroyed. And here is Dhruva, what he got by Lord's mercy, the eternal planet, where he can reside eternally. And that's why when Dhruva Maharaj left this earthly planet, he never died, but he stepped on the death and sat in the aeroplane, which took him to his Vaikuntha planet, where he is still residing as a Dhruva. And Prabhupada says that Lord Vishnugarbha just appeared to satisfy a pure devotee of him. There is no cause. He never comes in this material world to establish the religion or to annihilate the demons. That's not the sole purpose of his appearance in this world. Externally it may seem, but internally he comes to satisfy his devotees, to take care of them. Because killing is not the job of their Lordship. He's a loving Father. How he can do that? That he delegates all that things to other. His material energy is working for that. People, they think today, so much of sin is going on. Why Lord is not appearing? It's his desire. Or you become a pure devotee and pray to him. He will come. Neither you want to pray the Lord, neither you want to purify yourself, and you are expecting that he has to come. Is he your order supply? Be austere like a Dhruva Maharaj and ask for his presence. Perform austerities like a Advaita Acharya. Pray with the full faith. Offer Tulsi and just Ganga Jal. He will appear. But you need to have that purity to see the Lordship. Otherwise, his material energy is working. That will take care of everything. And that's why there are some droughts, famine, so much of rain and tsunamis. What are these? Just to wipe out the miscreants, Lord is creating all these things. Each and everything, whatever happens in this world, has some specific reason behind that. Nothing happens by chance. Like whatever happened just 2 years back in Kedarnath. Kedarnath, actually, going to Kashi means now that person has renounced everything and he has given up and he has gone for his bhajan. That's what the Vedic conception. That starts the Uttaran, because what they called as Haridwar. What's the other name for that? Haridwar, what they think? What they say Haridwar? Haridwar is like a entrance to Lord's. What they call? Hariketwar. Means that's the entrance to go to Lord Hari. So you go there and come back to this material world. What the use of that? The real purpose of visiting that place means not coming back again to family life. So previously people at the age of 50, 55 or 60, they used to put Tulasi Patra on their property. Putting Tulasi Patra means what? Krishna Arpanamastu. Idam Namama. It's not mine now. It belongs to Krishna. They used to give up everything, and just with a single cloth with a wife they used to live. They have gone for Kashi Yatra means left everything, no more material life. And nowadays people, they go for the picnic. So Kedarnath, Badrinath, which is the place meant for liberation, you should go and perform austerity. People are going there for the sense gratification. Got a 2 days off, so from take a car and go to Haridwar, have a nice fun, do all sort of a nonsense. And within a fraction, wiped out everything. Whatever was meant for the sense gratification there, and whoever went there for the sense gratification, all they got wiped out. Temple remains intact. Nothing has happened to temple. But around places, everything was just washed out. So everything has its own reason. We are waiting for the Vrindavan. Let's see when happens. It is also happening, same thing. People are coming for the sense enjoyment rather than sense control. So here, the important point that we have to understand, Lord appears or incarnates in this material world to satisfy his pure devotees. No other purpose for his incarnation. Sorry? Vrindavan, Madhuvan.
What about the fruity?
Bithur. See, every kalpa, they have a different pastime. Different places they have done that. Lord appeared to his devotees at different places. Not necessary that every time he will appear same place. According to Kalpaveda, there are different pastimes, different places where personalities are performed. See, like Lord Narasimha. Huh? There are 3 places in India and 4th one is in Pakistan. They say that's the place where Hiranyakashipu got killed. Ahobilam is there. Then there is one place known as Multan in Pakistan. That place they have a beautiful deities of Narasimha in one cave. They said that Hiranyakashipu was killed there. And as per the Puranas, if you see, when Lord Narasimha appeared, that was the Satyayuga. At that time, demons, they were not staying in this planet. They used to stay on different planet. And Hiranyakashipu got killed when he was ruling the kingdom of Devatas. So how it will be possible to have the door of heavenly planets in Ahobilam? So few things you have to accept as it is. Don't go as per the logic. Just accept them because sadhus they are saying. Sadhu has said it, Shastra has recommended it, just go for that. Because different places, as per the time, Lord has appeared and performed different activities.
Okay, चार युग चार युग में डिफरेंट भगवान को जो अवतार अलग अलग है। इतना सारा अवतार 4 युग में कैसे हो गया?
कौन सा अवतार?
कृष्ण, राम, बुद्ध, नरसिम्हा, सूर्य, मत्स्य, अलग जितना अवतार 4 युग में होता है। जैसे अभी द्वापर युग के बाद कृष्ण आए, देखा हमारा हम कर रहे हैं और सभी का उसी युग में आए।
ब्रह्मा जी के एक दिन में यह दशावतार आते हैं। नॉट नेसेसरी कि हर त्रेता युग में रामचंद्र आते हैं। वर्णन आता है कि 17वें दिव्य युग में जो त्रेता युग था उसमें प्रभु रामचंद्र आए, तब रामलीला हुई थी। नॉट नेसेसरी कि ये वाला जो त्रेता युग है उसमें। इसीलिए त्रेता युग का अवतार अलग भी माना गया है। यज्ञ, भगवान यज्ञ करके यज्ञ नाम से प्रकट हुए मनु के पुत्र बनकर, और उन्होंने जो युग धर्म यज्ञ है यज्ञ करने का वो प्रोपोगेट किया। प्रभु रामचंद्र ने कहीं यज्ञों का ये नहीं किया है, प्रोपोगेशन नहीं किया है। युग धर्म के लिए युगावतार है, तो ये लीला अवतार है। ये ब्रह्मा जी के दिन में कभी भी आ सकते हैं, ये भगवान के ऊपर निर्भर है। जाएंगे और अपनी लीलाएं करेंगे। ठीक है। There are 6 Purusha avatars. They include like 3 Vishnus. Guna avatars again 3. Brahma, Shiva and Vishnu. Then there are Shaktiavesh avatars. Shaktiavesh means there are empowered living entities by particular potency of the Lord. Like Parshuram, he is considered as a Shaktiavesh avatar. Then Buddha is also Shaktiavesh avatar. Then Prithu Maharaj, then Narada, Chatushkumar, they are considered as a Shaktiavesh avatar. Then Manvantara avatars. Each Manvantara Lord comes. Sometimes he comes as a Manu, because if there is no qualified jiva to become a Manu, the Lord he himself incarnates as a Manu. Then there are Yuga avatars. These Yuga avatars, they come to establish the particular practices of religion in that particular. And then Leela avatars. Leela avatars of 10 kinds. They come perform pastimes. Sometimes some Manvantara avatars comes as a Leela avatar. Like this time when Lord Krishna came. He came and did both the things, which Leela avatar supposed to do, which Yoga avatar supposed to do. So he came, he performed Leela also, he established the Yoga system also. So it depends upon his wish and will, because he is Lord. But this what happened. In Brahma's one day, these 10 avatars will come. And not necessarily that they will come once only. They may come twice also. Like there are Raktavara, there is a Shvetavara. One is in Saraswat and one is Chakshusha. Both the Manvantaras they came. Even Matsya avatar is also there. It was for twice it came. So it depends upon Lord's desire and the desires of a pure devotee. Whenever they want Lord in that particular form, he happens. Yeah. See, there are different. Saptarshi is a post. So every Manvantaras, there are different personalities, they become Saptarshis. Vasishtha and Arundhati, they are constant actually. But others, they keep changing. Whoever becomes qualified to become that, take that post, they become Saptarshi. Like this Manvantara, there are 7. Next Manvantara, someone else will come. Like that. They are not fixed. If you want particularly about this Manvantara, the 5th canto and 9th canto, their names are given. Yeah, next time we'll go to ask Prabhupada. I don't know. He has wrote it down. It's 18. So. I also heard it is a Dvadasha Akshara mantra, but he says 18. He said that's it. No arguments. For us it is Praman. Acharya said, no need to use our logic. Oh. How many times they can do this mistake? Better to seal our lips.
Not better.
Then prove it. Then prove it. Write it to the BBT. It is they have done mistake. Do it today itself. Send them email.
Because many times they edit and many things like.
You write it down to them. Send a mail. This is what I found it out. It's wrong. They are welcoming everyone's comment. They have given their idea also. You can contact them. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Grantarashram Bhagavatam ki